everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We are back. We're doing a best of one Zendikar Rising draft. Alright, our rare is Skyclave Relic. We're not going to first pick that. Shadow Stinger's a great rogue card, very strong. Colony Ambush, Spell Land, very good. Vastwood Surge, also another one. Great for kicker decks, great for landfall. Great for Golgari counters. That's actually a lot of archetypes that Vastwood Surge goes into. There's also Deadly Alliance, some removal, Scythe Cat, plenty of directions to go. It might just be the ambush because it's a spell land, which is always nice to prioritize, but it's also a removal spell land, which is usually at the top of list of good stuff. I think we'll go Colony Ambush. It's kind of the safest card to go. I'm pretty tempted to take Vastwood Surge too, though, just because it fits in so many archetypes. But I guess Colony Ambush fits in even more because you can put it in any green deck. So follow-up pick kind of looks like Balaged Recovery would be the best follow-up pick. It's another good spell land. I like that effect. And there's nothing else crazy in here. I think Acquisitions Expert's a great card. But don't really need to take it after a Colony Ambush. There's Reclaim the Wastes, which is playable. Grasp for Rogues decks. Grotag Night Runner for party decks primarily. Celebrant's a great cleric card. Skitter Sneak playable for Rogues. Electromancer playable for party. And nothing else super exciting here. So yeah, another spell land it is. Alright, so pick 3. Well, Blade Master's great for warrior decks. Rootgrazer is fine to take here. I personally like it. There's also Scythe Cat, which would be good, but Rootgrazer's the uncommon, and it just synergizes really well with stuff like Scythe Cat. Otherwise, there's some red stuff in here. Bugcatcher for party decks or Warrior Beatdown. Champion for Warrior Beatdown. Hellhound for... I don't know if I really like Hellhound. I guess if you have enough Cleansing Wildfires and stuff, maybe Hellhound gets quite a bit better. But I wouldn't think about taking it over Rootgrazer or Scythe Cat here, so we'll go Rootgrazer. Take the... I guess Scythe Cat's kind of safer because it lets me go... That's true, actually. You know what? I'm actually going to go Scythe Cat here against my initial reaction just because it keeps us pure green. This would let us maybe move into more of a Gruel landfall direction. Like, now I'm happy to take a Valakut Awakening since I don't really want to Murasa Brute so much. I really like Valakut Awakening. I think it's a good card. I think Hellion would be a good pick, too, for the landfall deck. But Valakut Awakening is a great card. Red card draw lets you filter, too, and it's a land. A lot of good things there. We'll see if we can... And I really haven't gotten to play Gruel landfall before. And Cleansing Wildfire is not a desirable pick from people, so seems fine to take. Here it's a pretty easy Rabid Bite. Otherwise, if I'd taken the Rootgrazer, maybe the Shelter would be a consideration. Another good spell land. I want these Pyroclastic Hellions, but I'm going to take the green cards for now. Alright, well now we're getting another Rootgrazer. That might be the sign I need to just go ahead and take it. Maybe I can end up Naya. Maybe I can end up Naya. We'll see. Here there's just some black cards. Maybe we just cut the green card here. Take the Brute in case we need it. Okay. Well... I think I'm fine taking Nectar Pot. It does make sense for a landfall deck. Not the most exciting pick, but Pack Beast is pick 8 is pretty surprising actually for a party deck opportunity. So Protector is in here. Could take the Sentinel. Seems unlikely we would play the Champion. So Sentinel I guess makes sense. Not exactly what I want to do for this deck, but a fine pick nonetheless. So some late blue. Not really well set up to be kicker. Am I playing like Simic Landfall? Probably not. Yeah, take the squid, actually, just in case blue is super open. Okay, well, here's another Nectar Pot, but we did get the late red cards I wanted to consider here. Like, yeah, if I take Hellhound here, maybe I find more Wildfires late like this, and I can try that deck out. Can take the Hellion here. Works really well with what we're doing. Got that late Wildfire. All right. We might still be able to make the Gruel landfall deck work here. We'll see. So Molten Blast, technically some removal. Currently just have the Rabid Bite and the Ambush. Could take the Visionary. Visionary's probably better. Because we're for sure green. Yeah, I think that makes sense. A little landfall green card. Well, Spikefield Hazard's good. I think we might be able to wield a Hellhound, but there's also a Baloth in here. Tempted to take the Baloth and wield the Hellhound. Like I said, I kind of want the Spikefield Hazard too, because spell lands for landfall decks are going to be really good. But I'm going to take Baloth, because I think we can wield that Hellhound. Geez, Fledgling in here too. I think the last pack had one as well, but we'll take Rabid Bite. I haven't gotten to play Gruel Landfall, so it makes me a little more interested in it. All right, well, Royal Eruption, slamming that. Otherwise, Stomper would be a good pick for us, but I'm not unhappy about getting a Royal Eruption. That's nice. Okay, here, nothing super exciting. We need more creatures. I'm okay taking the Survivor. It's playable. Another Baloth is kind of a gift. There's another chance of getting the Hellhound, though, too. I mean, if we get a ton of these Cleansing Wildfires, I actually think the Hellhounds are very good. But there's no guarantees there. This is not a desirable pick for anybody outside of this archetype, and we did wheel it late before. I think Baloth's just very good, though. I think it's quite a bit better than Hellhound, even though Hellhound is 1 mana. I think I'm just going to hope to pick those up late. All right, well, Pickaxe totally makes sense for what we're doing. So we'll take that over Might and Molten Blast. All right, well, Roiling Regrowth is very good, too. Get a double landfall trigger. As much as I want the Florahedron, too, or Blightblade, I'd take either of those. I think the Regrowth makes the most sense. I think our plan is pretty solid, and we have some pretty good landfall. If we can wheel some things here, I'd be even more thrilled. Can take a random Ascetic, maybe if I need more late game, but maybe we take the Molten Blast. We do need some more creatures, though, so I guess I'll take the Ascetic, just in case. Got the Hazard back, but I think our plan works. We actually have a great plan for Hellhound now, so I'm going to take that. I'd never thought I would take a Hellhound over a Spikefield Hazard, but this is the right deck to do it. Guess we can take another Sentinel. Alright, Blightblade. Got a couple Rabid Bites already, so that could work. Got a last pick Hellhound. There it is. Happy to see that. Okay, so here I think we'd probably take another Scythe Cat, and we just start doing some random upgrades here. I'm going to take these out for now. These are cards I can play, but I don't want to play. They're like emergency play cards. Like, if we can pick up enough to supplement, I won't need to play those, basically. Scythe Cat, I think, is great for us, though. Take that. Wow, past a Leyline Tyrant? That's crazy. This pack is crazy. Roiling Regrowth, Fortification, another Hellhound, Baloth, Stomper. All sorts of goodies, but definitely taking the Mythic dragon with more upside. Another Root Grazer, huh? Well, probably just take the Baloth. I'm happy to play all of these. They beat down exceptionally well, and I'm happy to run it over like a Visionary at this point if we have too many 4-drops. Well, Veteran Adventurer is very good. There's also Vine Gecko in there and Might of Marasa, but we're going to take the... I don't think I've ever had this many Scythecat, Baloth, Hellhound. We've got a really good... Now I kind of wish we had a lot more of these Cleansing Wildfires. Well, ask and you receive, I guess. Yeah, I'm going to take it over the Warrior. I actually think this card is legitimately just good for us. A little bit of deck thinning, possible fixing, and draw and landfall triggers. So we'll do it. We'll try it. Over the Akum Warrior. We could probably have wheeled it, to be honest, but I guess I'm just playing it safe because I really want to build this deck well. Guess we can take Inordinate Rage, maybe. Another random pump. I probably don't need. Might. I think I'm going to take over Spellcraft. We've only got 13 creatures, really? Well, I can always put another couple in there if I have to. We'll take the Might here. Well, I could take the Night Runner. Doesn't really fit in with what we're doing, though. Okay. Take it. I think we're likely to be able to wheel some stuff here. Alright, like Hellion is obviously perfect for the deck. And I feel like I've never gotten to play this card either, so I'm kind of happy to be able to now. Kind of need to decide how many lands I want to play too. If you're playing Hellhound, you better have a pretty good land count. Another Visionary. We're not sideboarding, so Cinderclasm is actually kind of good with what we've got. I should at least consider it. It is a powerful effect. There are times where it's really good. Alright, I think we're going to try and go deep on Hellhounds. As much as I think Stomper's good too. I think we're going to see what we can do with 4 Hellhounds, because like I said, I haven't done that before. And I feel like it's a really late bug catcher. It's no good for us, but I guess Sneaking Guide really isn't either. It's kind of cool with Hellhound, making them unblockable, but we probably don't have the space for that. Alright. Alright, let's take a look at what we've got here. We've got the Colony Ambush, Balaged Recovery, Valakut Awakening. And like I said, I'm much more willing to play more lands for a deck that has quite a bit of landfall. Thankfully, we do have the Wildfires, the Regrowth, and the Hellions, which help us do more landfall. And our curve is really not that high. We basically top out at 5. That's surprising. So we might be able to get away with 18 or 19, depending. Like, I feel like counting Valakut Awakening as a spell is appropriate. And actually, counting Colony Ambush as a spell is appropriate. But we can count Balaged Recovery as a land. So, cuts now. Well, how many creatures do we have? 16. I guess Sneaking Guide is kind of an easy one to cut. And that brings us to 15 already. So, maybe we cut this Cinderclasm, even though I think it's pretty good. I don't want to cut any more creatures. I think we dump the Might of Marasas, even though I think they're good. They don't exactly fit in with what we're doing, I don't think. So we're already up to 15 lands. Can I find 3 more cuts? Yeah, I think we'll get off the Cinderclasm. Then we're up to 17. No, 16. So if I were to cut a creature, it'd probably be the Blightblade, even though we have 2 Rabid Bites. right now we have 15, 16, we have 18. I should probably make one more cut. And I'm kind of feeling the Blight Blade, to be honest. It's not bad. I could do the Nectar Pot instead. But with the amount of... I feel like this can actually... That's tough. It's also a 1-3. This can trade. It's like... Nectar Pot actually is kind of cool in this deck. I feel like it can gain us a substantial amount of life. Synergistically speaking, it kind of makes sense. I don't even want to cut a creature, but I have no idea what non-creature to cut. Like, I really want to... Cleansing Wildfire with 4 Hellhounds. You could just go Hellhound turn 1, turn 2 Hellhound, Hellhound, turn 3 land Wildfire, and what do you attack for 12 on turn 3? Like, that doesn't even seem that outrageous. You could even do turn 1 Hellhound, turn 2 Hellhound, Hellhound, turn 3 Pickaxe, Wildfire, and you're attacking for what, 14? That's pretty nuts. Maybe you wouldn't be able to do that, sequence that right, because you wouldn't have the red and the green mana, but whatever. I'm just talking like best case scenarios anyway. I do think we need to make one more cut, and it's between Nectar Pot and Blight Blade. The only reason I'm thinking keep the Blight Blade is because we have double Rabid Bite, and Nectar Pot's not really that exceptional of a card anyway, so alright. Okay. So be it. So 16, 17, 18, 19. That I'm happy with. We have double red, and we need red on turn 1. We don't have double green. So I guess that means we run the extra red. So we do this, 9 and 8. And really cool deck. Really cool. I'm excited to see what we can do with this. Alright, I'll run it like this. I'll see you round 1. Alright, we're in round 1. We're on the draw. Not as quick as I would like our deck to be, but I'm going to keep it. So I guess we go Scythe Cat into Baloth. Into Pickaxe. And a bunch of landfall. See what we can do with that. Okay. Alright, Hellion's actually a good draw. Let's do the Scythe Cat first. They didn't actually get to a third color either, which is interesting. So we can go Scythe Cat, land, Pickaxe. Kind of like that, actually. Only because these get permanently buffed. Might have been wrong. I'm not sure. Basically, yeah, because these get permanently buffed, it seems better. Well, I can't block those anyway, so I guess that doesn't matter. Not sure why they... Oh, they kicked it to Scry. I guess that makes more sense. Alright. Colony Ambush is pretty sweet. So we can get in for 10. And play the Hellion. But we probably play the Baloth because it's more damage. And Hellion can be more of a surprise. Alright. Keeping everything back now, so we go land. Let's see. Land is going to make this a 5/4 plus that. Yeah, this seems fine, I think. So they do have Into the Royal mana up, but I think that I'm going to attack, and after attackers fight the ascetic with the Scythe Cat, and hope this works. Alright, sweet. So now we just have a boatload of attackers here. Alright, well, perfect death mana for this Hellion here, so that's nice. Alright, let's just go for the Hellion play here. Alright, sweet. We'll see you game 2. Alright, we've got a good keep here. Tyrant, yeah. I could do the Valakut Awakening, but I guess I'm just going to jam a Tyrant next turn and call it good. Alright. Skyclave Sentinel. Surprised they attacked there. So let's jam the... I guess we'll just get in with a Blight Blade here. And then play the Tyrant. Guess I could have attacked with the Hellhound too. Well, I'm pretty fortunate to have all of this red mana with Leyline Tyrant. Guess that makes sense. Oh. Okay. So... I mean, I've got some options here. Do I want to play the Hellhound, or do I want to do the Awakening? Because I've got some better cards I can draw. Basically, I can do Awakening and draw 4. Recovery getting back Tyrant is nice too, though. Could do Awakening and draw 3. That's also pretty good. And save the recovery. Guess I'm okay with that. We're actually going to play this, though. And then, I guess, tap all of our red mana. Could have attacked with the Tyrant, too. And would have been able to kill the 2 Sentinels and then gotten it back. That might have been better. Although, I can just get a ton of mana. Like, once I get to 14 mana that's unspent and Tyrant dies, they just take that much damage. I think I'm actually going to do the Awakening here, though. Well, all right, we'll just draw 2. All right, well, that's gonna do it pretty quick here. Like, we're gonna get to 14 damage pretty quick. We're at 13 now. Just play that and then just pass one more turn here. If they kill Tyrant, I deal 10 to him and then I can get it back. I suppose I could have done that anyway. So if I had attacked, no, it's not a big deal. Rabid Bite. Well, so let's go. Land. Guess we can. We don't need to kill their Sentinel. We'll kill the Mospit Skeleton. And attack with these, maybe just these. And remember, if they double block the Tyrant, they just die. So they can't really do that. Well, I guess they're just gonna... Guess they're just gonna die then. I actually would have, I think I would have screwed that up if they hadn't conceded. I was gonna only put 5 and I needed to put 15. So, thankful they conceded. I've never had to do that before though. Alright, we'll see you for the next one. Alright, this is definitely a keep. Nice looking hand. So, I think I'm just okay playing the recovery turn 2. If I have to. Uh-oh. So we'll go pickaxe. We go land. We go wildfire. Get the green, I guess. $12. So, well, I think we'll do Scythe Cat anyway. We'll play the land. Get in for 2. So, we've got 5 mana. They've got 5 lands up. So, I guess we just go Hellhound. Yeah, I'm sensing some sort of shenanigans, so I think we'll just equip here. We're gonna divide. We're gonna divide it up. All right. And we'll play the land. And pass. All right, so equip the axe. We play the land. And we rapid bite. And that should do her. Sweet. See you for the next one. Alright, this is a good keep. So we'll go Hellhound first here. Oh. I'm okay rabbit biting that before it rabbit bites me. And it even flavorfully makes sense. My dog is biting. Alright, so go land, side cat, in for 2. Well, that's cool too. Yeah, I think we just take care of that now while we can. Once again, I don't want to deal with rabbit bite, so I like this more. Especially since they're tapped out. I think it just makes more sense. Alright. Sproutling. And then we get rabbit bite. Yeah, I think that we just keep going for it here. Wow. Alright, we'll see for the next one. Unfortunately, I feel like as much as I want to keep this because it's a sweet hand, it doesn't do anything. Like, we actually need threats. And since we're aggressive, I feel like we probably need to mulligan. Especially on the play. Maybe if I was on the draw, but we're going to try this instead. This hand will keep. It's got its fair share of issues, but I think it's worthy of keeping. So we'll dump that. Alright, so go Hellhound and recovery. Alright. No need to wildfire just yet. I'd like to get a couple bailouts online first. Alright, that's actually not that big of a deal. That one's pretty good. That was a nice turn for him. Scythe Cat. I feel like the bailoff is going to be more important to have any hope at racing this, I think. see, they're getting in for 6. Tyrant, it's pretty sweet. So I think that we're just shy. Where are we at? We don't make a landfall this turn, so we probably need to just do the Tyrant and pass. And that way we can nuke the Aspirant, I suppose, if we have to. They only have 2 warriors currently. That makes sense. Oh, they have something nasty. Okay. Well, it's probably Dauntless Dauntless Unity. Oh, and I can't block with that. So, yeah, we're gonna... Do we die to Dauntless Unity? Well, I guess we have to force them to have it, but yeah, we definitely die to Dauntless Unity. Or Allied Assault. Alright, they got us. We'll see for the next one. Yeah, I guess we'll keep this. This hand is not quite as good as I would like, but keepable. I think we will actually do the Scythe Cat. We take damage from the Sellsword, but this sets us up for an Eruption Rabid Bite plus pump our Scythe Cat play, so I kind of like this more. Alright, so now we can go land, just double Rabid Bite. Sure. So we'll go Scythe Cat and Royal Eruption. Get in for 4. So next turn I have the choice, because I think I'm ready to maybe ditch this Hellhound. I don't know yet. We'll see what they play. Celebrant, okay. And a Blight Blade. Well, Blight Blade's actually pretty good. Pickaxe is pretty good too. Well, I think I'm actually going to ditch my hand here and draw 3. I think the pickaxe would have been acceptable, but so we'll trade the... They'll take some trample. Oh, alright. Well, they had a pretty good combination of cards there, unfortunately. So I guess I didn't have to ditch the thing with the thing, but it seemed reasonable to me. Alright, they only have one card left. Guess we just chill. Play the bail off here. Maybe I should have played a land so I could have eaten the sellsword. Yeah, that might have made more sense. Although they have the Sejiri shelter up now, so it probably wouldn't have worked so well. Guess we attack. Looks like we're gonna die here. I could have regrowthed and gotten in for 10, but I don't think it would have mattered. So, looks like we lose this one. Alright, I'll see you for the next one. I don't love this hand, but we'll keep it. I really like this archetype, but it's definitely dependent on seeing those 4 Hellhounds early. They get quite a bit worse later. So Scythe Cat into Baloth seems pretty good. Up against a Cleric deck. Uh-oh, Blade Master, huh? Alright, well, I suppose I can eat that. But it sets us a little bit behind. I guess I'll play the Scythe Cat anyway. I feel as though our deck wants to race. Maybe they'll just play like a Relic Axe or something. Okay. Well. Options. Just can Rabbit Bite. Some Wildfire. Can get the Bailout down. Don't really care about the Tactician. I think we just drop a Bailoff. This is a little bit weird. A little bit tricky. But I think this sets us up the best. And leave the Blightblade back to block the Tactician. See what kind of removal they have. Maybe they just set up for like a Kite Sail or... yeah. This is okay with me. Let's see what they do here. I don't know what they can play to deal with the bailout right now. Just not sure. Oh, good. Oh, good. They just had a follow-up play, so that makes it easier. So we can Rabid Bite the Blade Master while they're tapped out. Turn off their double strike, which is good. Trying to think if we want to attack first. Kind of feel like we do. So we'll do the Valakut Awakening. We're going to do the Wildfire. Well, and do the tap land, yes. And search for another red, I guess. And then we can get in for 13. And I guess, I mean, we have a choice to kill the Blade Master or the Tactician. Maybe the Tactician is... Yeah, they have to re-equip the Blade Master to really do anything here, I guess. I don't know if that's right. I feel like having to invest the mana in the Kite Sail makes it worth it. Alright, no plays, so I think we'll go Scythe Cap. And that way, if they kill our Baloth, we'll kill their Blade Master. So we'll kill this thing. Main deck Smite is a little bit unusual. I mean, you saw those Pyroclastic Hellions, which would be insane right now. Baloth's a good draw. Sure. Put some dead to Hellion now, which is cool. Alright, that's cool too. Alright. Looks like we got there. Let's see for the next one. Alright, that's keep. I think we'll try and get a bunch of damage in here. And we'll just get another red mana, I guess. Kind of happy to trade my Hellhounds either for 8 points of damage or their creatures at this point. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, it's I'll say a great trade for us. We just traded our 1-drops for their Death Toucher, both their Death Touchers. That's fine. So we'll bust out another Tyrant here. They get an opportunity to kill it. Right. Got 4 cards in our yard. Not bad. Let's just play this and bite this thing. And get in for 4. And pass. I'm just going to do this now before I forget. They kind of need to kill the Tyrant, like, right now. Blood Beckoning, is that what they're doing? Right. That's fine. Light Blade, also pretty good. So... I could actually do the Wildfire here. Just to get the draw card and an extra mountain, basically. Alright. That should be able to do it. So now we can just Rabid Bite their flyer. They can't really comfortably kill a Tyrant either. I mean, I guess I could bounce it. We have 9 cards in our yard, so technically they can get in with the golem. But I'm willing to take 2 instead. Hellhound, sure. I think that would just go like... Get rid of the Diviner again. Play a Hellhound, I guess. And just so I don't forget. So now if Tyrant dies, they just get nuked for 9. So Kill Spell won't do it. Yeah, we can actually take this. Because now we can attack with everything if we draw land. Uh-oh, 3 spells. Did not draw the land. So instead, I think we just get in with Blightblade and Tyrant. See how they block. Alright, so they're definitely playing around the Royal Eruption. Or maybe not. They better. They want to live. Alright. Their intuition was right. Alright, we'll see for the next one. Alright, this is a keep. Even have our green mana here. It's nice to finally play this Cleansing Wildfire. I've played against it a few times and have been really impressed with it. It's a good card. I mean, obviously, pretty specific what kind of deck wants it, but it plays well. So, Wildfire here. Doesn't matter. Actually pretty awesome for us. I wonder if that means they have a grip full of removal. I feel like it could mean that, because I would never use a Feed the Swarm on a Coom Hellhound unless I had just a ton of removal in there. Alright, so now we just jam a Canopy Bailoff here. Oh yeah. Now I think we just kill a couple creatures and call it good. We go land, up team. So I'm gonna bite the 4/4. Uh-oh, they got something, huh? They got 3 mana. Oops. I wanna see what they got. Mida Marasa, defensive. So am I willing to trade my cat for their cat? They have 1 card left. I don't think I can hold off. I can wait. Sure. Alright, I think we just go away in. They're out of cards in hand, so we'll smash in there. Well, guess I'd rather kill the thing that grows. All right. So they're in Royal Eruption range, but we've already played that. We do have another Hellion in here. Arbor Mage is just a random chump blocker, is not too threatening, I guess. I mean, I could have played the pickaxe there in case they had like a Mida Marasa, but ultimately it looks like it didn't matter. So, despite a couple of hiccups in the middle, this archetype was great. I really like this deck. Really powerful deck, yeah. Very fun. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll get a chance to play Gruel Landfall again soon. Thank you. Tune in for the next one.